Hello YouTube, here is my first tutorial showing you how to actually make something in Photoshop. The last video I put up was just showing you the basics. I'm guessing you have already watched that. If you haven't and you've never made an image in Photoshop before, please take the time or you will not have any idea what I'm going on about. And that wasn't meant to open. Give me a moment. Needed to unfreeze so I can close it. Yes. Back to Photoshop. So you want to create a new image, which I showed you right at the beginning of the last video, and the width wants to be about 400, the height about 200, and that'll bring you this up. You want to go over to here where I would call your layers, and you might have some more stuff above it, but where it says background and it has that padlock next to it, double click the padlock and click OK. What you want to do is get the paint bucket tool, and I would recommend using an extreme colour, not a colourful colour, either black or white. I never like to use completely black, so I'm going to use 02, and that's just a very dark grey. And you want to select your paint bucket tool, and make sure you've selected layer 0 and click in the middle, and you'll get the black background come up. Now once you've done that, you want to go to your text tool. Now this is where you may want to download some fonts. Now I will recommend some certain fonts. There's some very overused ones, things like XIROD, which is a bit space agey. If I just make that white, click OK. Now in case you're wondering why I'm putting Gregsy, it's because I do get called Gregsy more than I get called Matty, but my old Gregsy channel got demonetized, so I can't make money off it anymore. But yeah, that's my background story. You want to choose a font that not many other people use. So I will find a one. There's a decent one. If I just put the size up to around, it depends on your font, but you want your your text to fill about that much of your screen. Once you've done that, you want to create a new layer, which you can do by clicking this button here, or you can do it by pressing Control, Shift, and N, and then press Enter or OK with your mouse. Now once you've done that, you want to come down here to this pen tool, which I did not show you in the last video, and you want to click the pen tool. Now you will probably be selected on this one up at the top where my mouse is. You want to hover over this one and click that. Now once you've done that, you want to just start making some straight lines up and down. This is easily done. All you want to do is click around the same area, well not the same area, but around there, and click in different places. Make sure your line's straight, make sure you don't drag it out and make it sort of curvy like that. You want it straight lines, and do that again, and just go over all of your text, and you'll see why in a minute. That'll do. If for whatever reason you need to move your lines, you can. You can't actually move your lines. What am I saying? You will need to start again. So once you've drawn out these lines, you want to come up here to your brush part, and you want to click this little arrow here, and everybody will have this thing saying calligraphic brushes. You will also probably have more brushes than me, but the calligraphic ones are the ones you want. And click Append. Now scroll down here, and you want to find the one that's 35 and on an angle, like that. Now you want to change the size down to between 5 and 10, so I'll go right in the middle and put 7. And once you've done that, you want to go back to your pen tool, which you had before. And yeah, you want to go back to this pen tool here, and what you want to do is right click, click stroke path. Now you want to choose brush and simulate pressure and click OK. Actually no, before you do that, you want to make sure this colour here is white, which you can do by doing that, or you can just press X on your keyboard, or you can press D then X on your keyboard and it'll do the same job. So right click, stroke path, brush and simulate pressure and click OK. Now that's actually quite big, to be honest. Change that down to around 4. Change your brush to around 4. And then go back to your pen tool, right click, stroke path, brush, simulate pressure. And then you can press delete twice and get rid of that path. Now what you've got is these zigzaggy lines, not really looking very good at the minute. But what you want to do is double click here where it says layer 1 and you'll get a menu pop up like this. Now down the side you want to go to outer glow, and this is where the customization comes in. You want to just change the blend mode to normal first, then this block here, click that and choose the colour that you want. Now I'm going to go with I don't know, I'm going to go with a turquoisey colour. Click OK and change the opacity to around 50. Doesn't matter if it's exactly 50, but I'm fussy, so I will. You want to change your size to around what do I want to change that to? No, you want to change your spread to around 5, and you want to change your size to around 10 or 12, I think. Yeah, you want to change it to about 12. And your range you want to change to 55. Now, you want to just copy them settings. I'll leave it up there for a second. Now, you can see it's sort of a laser glow effect on that line that I've done. If you've got it on the text, or if you haven't got it at all, you have not selected the right layer over here. You want to make sure you've selected layer 1, which is the layer with your zigzags on. So yeah, once you've got the outer glow setting sorted, you want to go up here where it says drop shadow and select that and change the blend mode to normal. And this black colour here, you want to make sure it's not completely black, but a lightish grey around there. And click OK. And the opacity saves the same. Change your size up to around 20 and leave it there. Now you can click OK once you've done that. Up here, click OK. Now what you want to do is on your keyboard press Control and the plus button, which will zoom you in, or alternatively you can go down here to this magnifying glass and zoom in, but the Control and plus and minus, the minus one zooms you out, the plus zooms you in. Yeah, so once you've done that, you want to, what I like to do is on the layer 1 where you've got all these effects here, press this little arrow here which will put all the effects up, and change your opacity to around 20. Now this just lets you see your text here. Before you go any further, you want to, where you've got your name written or your text written, double click the layer and put a stroke on and choose the stroke to be black. Make sure your size is 1 pixel, which is there, and click OK. Now this is a bit confusing to some people, but it shouldn't really be. Your text layer, which you've put the stroke onto, you want to click and drag it up above here. You see when I go to a certain distance, it gives us a little black bar at the top saying that it's going to click in. You want to click it to there, and that puts it over the top of your zigzags. So yeah, now you'll be selected here. You want to go to your zigzag layer again, and click your rubber. Now you want to change it to around 20 pixels, so around 19 pixels will do. Even a bit smaller, maybe around 10. And what you want to do is, actually you can turn the opacity back up on this layer a touch. Maybe about about 50. And you want to just on, not on every single letter, but every letter that this zigzag goes through, every now and again you want to just rub out on your letter. Now you'll not be able to see anything happening at the minute, but if I was to put my zigzags back above, you'll notice that that's no longer covering my text. So yeah, you want to just keep going. Now I like to do one letter, then leave the next, then do the next letter, like that. Now some can be quite tricky because you've got to make sure you get perfect on the text part. Yeah, so you want to just keep doing that for all your letters, and I'll keep going. Yeah, that's fine. Then rub this one out all the way over. Do this bit here. Oh, too far. Now to go back, if you make a mistake like I have there, I've gone just a bit further over, you want to press Ctrl and Z and then redo it. Like so. Then it's going over the top of the Z. So yeah, there we go. If you want to zoom back out, press Ctrl and minus, Ctrl and minus, Ctrl and minus. Now this is the size that your image actually is here. When you've got back to this stage here and you've got your certain letters rubbed out and your certain letters not rubbed out, you want to go click layer 1, and where it is opacity 50%, you want to change that up to 100. And you'll see the effect it's had is, oh no, I forgot the Y, haven't I? If I just go in here, make sure you get all the letters, unlike I have, or haven't, should I say, and zoom back out. There you go. Now, what you can do is double click your text again and go to gradient overlay and change this to, if you select that one there, the white one, and double click that, sorry, I'm going a bit quick there. If you click there and choose that one, the second one along, where it's got the checkers and then the white, down here where you've got the bar where it goes from checkers to white again, you want to click the white one here and change that to black, or not quite black. I'm going to change it to O2, O2, O2 again, but you lot can just select black. I've got into a bad habit of not selecting it, and what that does is, as you can see, gives it a black glow from the bottom. What I like to do is change the scale. Actually no, I'm going to leave the scale about where it was and click OK. Now what I like to do is change your fill to around 50% maybe, and you can see it gives the effect that there's lasers going around the text. What I should have done is start from outside the box and go over, but you can see it's quite a nice effect and it's quite a good way to get used to using all the tools. So yeah, you can add some more text in if you want, just some plain text. I'll write tutorial for some reason, change the size down, and you want to just place this text, if you make it little, anywhere there's a gap on top of there, and you can see that gives quite a nice effect and just makes it look a bit more professional. So yeah, that's quite good if you're on forums for your signature. That's quite a good forum sig. And yeah, how we're doing for time, 14 minutes. Quite a long tutorial considering it's just very basic. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to me, like this video, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow probably. Bye.